Story 1. I was visiting my hometown with my youngest daughter. Since we had gone there after a few years, we decided to visit our favorite eatery. This was a fast food restaurant resplendent with all sorts of confectionery items. Anyone coming here could not resist tasting one of the many mouth-watering delicacies. As we neared the shop window to decide which item we would taste first, I noticed a not so well-to-do woman eyeing the displayed goodies. She looked at all counters longingly and then moved away. I understood that she was unable to buy and release the food due to lack of enough cash. I decided to give her a treat of the same items we had ordered. Before going to our table, I went to the woman who sat at the far end having a cup of tea. I placed a plate full of savories before her. When she found out that the plate was for her, she thanked me profusely with tears shining in her eyes and a wobbling smile on her countenance. I was thankful I had been instrumental in fulfilling someone's one small desire. As for our treat, it tasted even better that day than it had ever before. Story 2. In ancient Greece, Socrates was reputed to hold knowledge in high esteem. One day an acquaintance met the great philosopher and said, "Do you know what I just heard about your friend?" "Hold on a minute," Socrates replied. "Before telling me anything, I'd like you to pass a little test. It's called the triple filter test." "Triple filter?" "That's right," Socrates continued. "Before you talk to me about my friend, it might be a good idea to take a moment and filter what you're going to say. That's why I call it the triple filter test. The first filter is truth. Have you made absolutely sure that what you are about to tell me is true?" "No," the man said. "Actually, I just heard about it and—" "All right," said Socrates. "So you don't really know if it's true or not. Now, let's try the second filter. The filter of goodness. Is what you are about to tell me about my friend something good?" "No, on the contrary." So, Socrates continued, "You want to tell me something bad about him, but you're not certain it's true. You may still pass the test though, because there's one filter left. The filter of usefulness. Is what you want to tell me about my friend going to be useful to me?" "No, not really." "Well," concluded Socrates, "if what you want to tell me is neither true, nor good, nor even useful, why tell it to me at all?" Story 3. A little boy wanted to meet God. He packed his suitcase with 2 sets of his dress and some packets of cakes, and he started his journey. He walked along and felt tired. So he sat in a park on the way and opened a packet to take a cake to eat. Then he noticed an old woman sitting sad with hunger nearby. So he offered her a piece of cake. She gratefully accepted it with a wide look and smiled at him. Her smile was so pretty that the boy longed to see it again. After some time, he offered her another piece of cake. Again she accepted it and smiled at him. The boy was delighted. They sat there all afternoon eating and smiling, but they never said a word. While it grew dark, the boy was frightened and had got to leave, but before he had gone more than a few steps, he ran back and gave her a hug, and she kissed him with her precious smile. When the boy opened the door, his mother was surprised by the look of joy on his face. She asked him, "What did you do today that made you look so happy?" He replied, "I had lunch with God." Before his mother could respond, he added, "You know what? She's got the most beautiful smile I've ever seen in my life." Meanwhile, the old woman, also radiant with joy, returned to her home. Her son was stunned by the look of peace on her face and asked, "Mom, what did you do today that made you so happy?" She replied, "I ate cakes in the park with God." Before his son responded, she added, "You know, he's much younger than I expected." Too often we underestimate the power of a touch, a smile, a kind word, a listening ear, an honest compliment, or the smallest act of caring, all of which have the potential to turn a life around. Remember, nobody knows how God will look like. People come into our lives for a reason, for a season, or for a lifetime. Accept all of them equally and let them see God in you.